Hello and welcome everyone to this amazing Google Merchant Center restoration case study where the account was suspended for misrepresentation. But let me tell you that in this restoration case study, I'm going to tell you that it was complete our duty to provide them a GMC account, which we provided them. However, in our restoration process, or better say, in the account creation process, the account went into suspension and we had to restore the account to get it back. So, with ever advancements and ever changes on the Google, it's become really difficult to restore a suspended misrepresentation account. So, if your Google Merchant Center account is suspended and if you want to restore, then video is going to be very useful for you, because in this video, I'm going to highlight few of the things which we used. And if anyone needs a professional service to help their Google Merchant Center account restore just like this, you can hire me and my team through the link in the description. And we help clients with monthly management of Google Merchant Center and Google Ads combined. In case if you need that service as well, we provide that as well. All you have to do is to follow us through the link in the description. Now let's move back to this amazing case study. So this is a website. Now this is an approved website, and the website is fine. We have looked around in the reviews. We have looked around on all of the small aspects over here. You may see around, we have added a lot of pages, including shipping policy, privacy policy page, return refund policy, terms of service, payment policy, disclaimer, do not sell my information, cookies policy, copyright notice, accessibility statement, security statement. We also ensure that the list of the payment methods being shown over here are actually present while doing the checkout for. And we also looked around for the checkout errors. We tried doing add to cart over here for any compliance issues. We also tried to use I'm going to show you that during the checkout or view the cart errors, we looked around for small to small aspects, and even in the different devices. We looked for the apply coupon code. We looked for the shipping, and we had to do the proceed to checkout. The whole checkout system was also checked around on this as well, and everything was done for the compliances to be assured. Apart from this, we looked for small to small details, even the return refund policy page, if they are matching it from the website, from the Google Merchant Center or not. So these things were being checked. Apart from this, we also created a blog. So now this is a new edition, because with the more advancements in Google changing. So this is a new edition that we are also creating blogs as well. We also look for high quality images and insurance. Okay, so the high quality images are mostly needed on the product pages. So you may be worried, or like you may see the page over here. If you look around on the page, there are different things, but the product page image quality should be high quality. Also, this needed to be a good in a better quality as well. But a lot work is done, and all of these images, the product images are specifically I'm talking around. We looked around for the about us page. We redesigned the about us page. We look around over here, small to small details over here. Apart from this, the fact page was redesigned, and then all of the information was cross-checked on the Merchant Center. Now this is an approved Merchant Center account, and I will come over here later on, but right now I'm going to tell you over here that all of the information on the Merchant Center was being also cross-checked, including your refund policy page, small to small details on the GMC, for instance, your general page, business info. All of these things are matching or not. So these were, there were a lot of challenges. It may look simple on the paper, but it's very difficult now. Apart from this, a lot of challenges were Google Search Console, crawler errors, and a lot of things were being done in the last month. So this is really a difficult restore project. So now I'm going to start over here, and let's get started on the cases and how we were able to make it a successful restoration case study like this one. So now I'm going to start from audits. There was ample of communication done to the team. I'm only sharing the most important part. So let's start from the audit. So this is kind of one of the first audit, and we discussed regarding the misrepresentation, and in the deep down. Okay, so you may see around over here that the contradictory business identity and location was an issue. Apart from sometimes the currency is an issue, repeat UK phone number, but you may see around this number is an issue over here, and the address was on Chandigarh. Chandigarh is based in India with Eastern Standard Time, so it was a little bit confusion. fabricated or misleading testimonials and brand claims. Testimonial reference to a different brand. So you can see around generic claims, fake claims are not approved either. Inconsistent shipping claims and pricing, unverifiable contact information, misaligned product and brand positioning, unclear or missing legal and policy pages. As I told you, like we updated all of the pages, including about us, contact us, return refund policy page. Then there were high risk errors as well in the fact. We say we accept PayPal only, and you may see around that in the checkout we do not offer PayPal, so this was a confusion. Marketing targeting and currency mismatch was also an issue. Product authenticity and brand compliance, contradictory business hours, Eastern Standard Time, or sometimes if you write somewhere Eastern Standard Time and some you write somewhere on your website EST, this causes confusion. And if you do not link it with your social media pages, and if you do not have the same information or same times on the social media pages, including on your Facebook or Meta, or Instagram page, or on your Google business profile, this can also cause misrepresentation. So you can see the consistency can play a crucial role. But all in all of these changes are eventually going to help you in positioning yourself as a better company, as a better brand in front of your customer. This will eventually increase your sales as well. And this is how we were able to restore this merchant center account. So you can see technical and structured data risk over here. Likely missing or inconsistent structured data, price availability, checkout consistency, tax VAT disclosure for UK, no visible VAT or tax disclosure was added, and then some placeholders were over there. Placeholders is an issue. Now placeholders can be found ideally in your source code, in your contact us form pages where there are forms over there. So for instance, I'm going to show you. Specifically, we have seen over here the trend is on the contact us page, wherever the form is. Sometimes there's an email newsletter, sometimes the error is over there, but sometimes it can be a plugin as well where you may find this error. So this is a kind of an first audit. I'm going to show you another audit as well. So around over here, some more information, some suggestions over here. Moving back over here, I have shown you this one. You may see around some footer errors were over there. You can see the phone number complaint. As I told you, the first error was over there. Some more changes over there, some more information. You may see around we have removed the subscribe to our newsletter because it was causing the placeholder issue. Look around in the footer for more information, provided guidelines. The base speed of the website needed to be optimized, make it 80 plus, which is 73. So speed optimization is also very important over here. And another audit, another day, another audit issue found, prioritized high risk issues. You may see around over here some small issues over there. So apart from this, you may see around another audit, another manual audit. Now there were a lot of audits being done for the compliance. You may see the team suggested need to be clickable. Add some references for these testimonials, like are these from product pages or third-party app. So otherwise the Google may consider these as a fake review. So it's now very difficult now. It's just not adding reviews, but a lot more work needed to be done. So we sorted this error. But the error was on the contact us page as well. The about us page, you can see we have this is not acceptable, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 is not a correct number. You may see around a lot payment policy page, payments methods are not matching with footer. So what happens is if your payment methods which you are showing on your other pages are not matching the footer, as I told you, is going to create suspension. Privacy policy page, some small errors, some small basic changes. Sometimes your shipping order processing page, you have written something different on your Shopify or the merchant center account, but it's different on your website or any part of your page or on your social media anywhere. So this can cause issues. Product pages was redesigned, no description, no SKUs, no GTIN, no shipping and returns, no order limit. So you can see if there is no order limit, and practically you can add as much as products you want. This is also not acceptable. They want you to have a limit. Not able to check out. You can see around there was a checkout error over there. and it, when we were doing an issue testing and trial, this is a part of our trial, these things. And then plagiarism is also not accepted at all. So if you are using copied images, copied content, be it from your other website, if you're running multiple websites, if you are having kind of a same pay content, this is also not acceptable at all. And you may see we created a blog as well, and I have shown you the blog as well. So it's so yeah, these were some of the audits now done. Now I'm going to show you another aspect of the suspension. So I'm going to show you the suspension first, and then we can discuss around. So this is kind of suspensions which I had to share you in the first for the restoration. But I'm right now showing over here. So this is a misrepresentation error the website has caused. You may see around your products cannot be displayed. This is an ID verification issue. I have created a specific video on how to sort this. Another error over there as well. So these were some of the errors which I wanted you guys to show you, which I had to show in the earlier, but I forgot. So pardon me for this. But the account is now restored. So moving on, we also redesigned the logo, and we added as a favicon as well. So you may see around over here, there is a favicon over here. This is a small favicon. My cursor is moving on. This is a favicon. We added the logo, we added the favicon. We looked around for the payment methods. We looked around for the coupon codes. I told you before. Multiple times checkouts were being done. Checkouts were being done through the multiple devices for the compliances. Page speed was also done. You may see around over here the processing information, like in the description. This is an email needed to be clickable. The small to small details. So Google Merchant Center team look for small to small detail before they restore their account. So look around over here. Another important aspect over here, you can see around 100% original products. So we had to remove this is just if you are adding just a description like this. So this is not a description, but rather description is like this. So some products like these was not acceptable. What payment methods do you accept? So this wasn't approved because the client have Stripe running on their back. You may see around shipping status required, shipping zip code is not a valid postcode zip. So we tried multiple usernames, password for the compliance for things around. Payment methods were being cross-checked, multiple payment methods were being integrated to see any issues. But finally we moved it with Stripe as per the client decision. Images were being rechecked, redesigned. A lot was being rigged around. This is Search Console error. So in the past few days, the Search Console crawler error was also over there. So we had to sort this as well. Now this is an advertiser verification. We helped the client with the advertiser verification. They provided the documents to us and we submitted on behalf of them. But you can also do it directly yourself as well. I have also created separate video on how to do advertiser identity verification. We offer this as a service as well. In case if you need that service as a separately, we offer that as well. So now this you may see around over here, most of the errors were being sorted. The time zone is also being sorted. And now again in the Search Console we provided a sitemap list as well, and we had to face Search Console errors as well. Merchant listing structured data issue error over there as well, and it was not an easy to restore the Merchant Center account. So you may see now another suspension error over there. And over here, this is a chat with the Google team. As a Google partner, we have a dedicated team in order to assist you in the restoration process. So thanks for your patience. I appreciate it. Upon checking, I could see that your policies like shipping, return, and contact details are updated correctly. Therefore, I would suggest you to verify your identity and then request a review from your end, which should take 7 business days for the update to reflect. And look around over here, the account. This is the Google Ads account. And this is a product source data for Merchant Center, where we added the information, feed label, payment method, marketing methods, language, product name, product source was also being added. This is an approved with the social media, Meta Instagram link, and this is another error over here where the sitemap had an issue and my team pointed out around and got it sorted. Previously you can see the sitemap has an couldn't fetch issue which my team sorted around, and you may see right now that this is a success. So yeah, now I'm not going to wait too much in your Google Ads restoration process. So I'm going to move to the audits approved part. and then finally we requested the review as shown, not in this one but not in this one either, but in this one. Review requested, and then we finally got this email. This email is something which is very appealing to us, and this was review of misrepresentation for White Temple is complete. Dear Google Merchant Center, the requested review of misrepresentation has been completed and the issue no longer appears on your Merchant Center account, and your account is finally restored. So if you have any questions, we want to help. So you can see it's not now easy. So it's a credit to the whole team who worked hard to make it a successful project. So yeah, this is the all teamwork. So I'm going to show you some approvals as well. So this was, you can see not approved, then approved going on, and another one over here, you can see around over here, not approved 5 products, and eventually moving around. And I'm going to show you the live view of the account. So I'm going back over here. I'm going to do a fresh review over here. So you may see around over here the products are now approved, and it's running, getting some clicks as well. And if you move around over here, so you can see this is a phase where we got a quick approval for some time, and then it went to the because then they manually suspended our account, and then this was a time, and then we finally were able to approve this, and now it's running right now. So you can see the approved products over here as well. And if I look around on the notification, there is nothing to be worried around. So yeah, this is the successful Google Merchant Center restoration case study, where we were able to restore one of the suspended Google Merchant Center account for misrepresentation. And if your Google Merchant Center account is suspended for any of the reasons, even for website or online store needs improvement, or malware, false advertising, or there can be any other issue where if your Merchant Center account is suspended, we can help you to restore your Merchant Center account. And just to let you know, we are a full-fledged marketing agency, and we ideally help clients in managing their Google Ads campaign, Google Shopping ads, along with Google Merchant Center management. So it's a prime service which we do, and we additionally help clients with restoration or restore for their suspended Merchant Center accounts. And if anyone needs our service, we work as a full-fledged team, and again, credits to the whole team who work to make it a successful project. So in case if you want to hire me and my team, you can hire us through the link in the description, and we will definitely look forward in working with you. So I hope you like this case study, and we look forward working with you to get your account restored. Thank you.